absolutely. As you guys pop in, say hi because your hi does matter. And yes, I am doing my daily motivation, momentum moments whilst moving. Right? So I call it my moving ministry as we focus on 30 days of movement in the month of April, since April is Autism Awareness Month. And I am an autism mom and educator and coach for many other autism moms. So just wanted to pop in and get my daily movement in as I continue to encourage you to get your daily movement in and navigate my own through doing it, not just talking about it, but through doing it. And the reason why self respect keeps coming back up as a key topic is because I think it's a highly valuable need that we have for our young ones and even for our older ones. And I think we often forget it, how important self respect is and how it's kind of the lead in all the rest that is to follow. So as you pop in, say hi because this is the space where your hi matters. Yep, your high matters over everything else because it is human intelligence over anything else. As I pop in live and I pop in real life, and you're popping in live and in real life, make sure that you make your pop in and your show up and your presence matter wherever you go. So don't be shy, just say hi. And when I get the chance, I absolutely will say hi back because it does make a difference in our broadcast. So, yes, I'm getting some movement in. I got to move these legs a little faster today because it's a day, it's hump day at the time of this recording, right? So it's Wednesday at the time you're coming in. Let me know when you're catching this live. And what is important during the middle of the week is for us to remember that you got to keep going. You got to keep going. Don't let anything that may have changed the beginning of your week impact how you navigate through the week, right? Sometimes you can do a quick reset and recalibration in the middle of the week because it's super important to take that time out to do a quick check-in. Hey, Sin, I see you. Hey, Bihari, I see you. Thank you for saying hi. Your hi does matter. See, it makes me smile. Your presence matter more than everything. And I appreciate you for popping in. We're doing 30 days of movement because April is Autism Awareness Month. At the time of this recording, you're catching this in April 2026. And this is the month where I participate in my nonprofit at SmartFit Fam. We do a lot of, we do more autism awareness events. We do it throughout the year, but April, since they focus on autism during that month globally, we try to emphasize each and every day and maximize the day. And it's important for us to talk about self-respect because a lot of our kids on the spectrum actually have a lot of challenges with respecting themselves. They are nervous as they navigate through each space and they tend to doubt themselves. They have challenges in their confidence level because of, the fact that they have weaknesses in certain areas. It's just kind of what happens. And I think it happens to all of us as we realize we have weaknesses. At the time of the recording, it's 7 something in the morning. What time is it where you are? And like I said, I'm getting some movement in. So you guys actually get to see me do some weights this morning as I'm on the bike. Yes, I am on the Peloton bike and I'm moving my legs. As I'm moving my legs, I'm also working on my upper body. So self-respect is more important over everything else. I think it's what leads to courage. It's what leads to self-esteem. It's what leads to learning more, right? When you have respect for yourself, then you give it to yourself, and then you tend to give it to others. It's a behavior, right? So as we begin to look at ourselves each day, and movement really helps in respecting ourselves. It means that my momentum or my movement, even though I'm encouraging you, my primary goal is making sure I get my movement in a day. Oh wow, it's nighttime, so whew. Thanks for joining in. Then I appreciate you. So, what does self-respect mean to you as you're popping in? Let me know that. And how do you work on making sure you maintain that self-respect every single day, right? I make sure that I show up. I make sure consistency is important. I make sure I am kind, not only to others, but I'm kind to myself, right? So be kind to yourself because we're our first line of defense. So we got to be able to put into ourselves and work on ourselves and be our best selves each day. So when I pop in, I'm just encouraging you to be your best you as I show up in my best me. And my best me is not always perfect. And I think that fear of not being perfect is what pulls away our self-respect or self-esteem because, we are aiming for this quote unquote normal way of navigating life or what we see around us. And the key for us, hi, say hi, your hi does matter. I'm having a movement momentum, movement motivation today. I'm on the bike. I'm doing some intervals with some weights and motivating at the same time as I talk about self respect because that's the topic for today. And I can share how self respect impacts me by just showing up, right? Understanding that my respect for myself is what keeps me consistent because it's important for me to keep my word and be reliable. According to Zachary, reliable, responsible, and really useful. That's the name of his book. So, as I have shown to him that it's important to keep his word and the value of his word, and we spoke about this in the Four Agreements. Let me see if I can pull up my Four Agreements book that's right in front of me. Thank you, Zena. See, I got my little mini Four Agreements book. And we spoke about one of the agreements, be impeccable with your word. The second agreement is don't take anything personally. Don't take anything personally. Let me turn it around for those who need to see it in case they think I'm not telling the truth. Second agreement is don't take anything personally. First is be impeccable with your words. This is from our little Four Agreements, little handy guide that is on my bike that I remind myself of to keep that self-respect, right? And as we begin to value ourselves, as we begin to um, not take everything so personal, right? Because we're in a society where people say things and we don't have to necessarily listen. We don't have to take it in. We don't have to sponge in all the things that are being said to us. It can go around and it can bounce off us like glue, right? Like when we were a kid, we would say, I'm rubber, you're glue. Everything you say bounces off of me and sticks to you. Well, I think that is the key in self-respect is people will say what they want to say because they're going through whatever they're going through. We don't have to take everything as face value of what they say because it's their perspective. It's how they feel. So as we navigate life, and I tell Zachary that a lot of time, people are going to look at you weird. People are going to think that you're weird. People are going to say that you're weird. They may even call you weird out loud to your face. What they say has nothing to do with how you feel about yourself, right? And that's the space where self-respect comes in. We don't allow others' words to come and shift who we are and change who we are once we know who you are. That's why I do a lot of self-encouragement and making sure that we get to know and love ourselves first. So that when others have their comments and have their things to say, and if it's of negativity, we don't take it personal. You know how many times I come on here and people have said negative things about me and I could have stopped because I would have allowed that to impact me. But my self-respect is like, okay, you'll say how you say because of how you feel, but this is my platform. And if you want to say how you feel, then, I respect it. Thank you. But it doesn't necessarily mean it changes how I feel about myself. And that's why I keep showing up because I have spent time over the years working on my own personal self-growth, in my own self-esteem, and how I respond and receive information from others. And then I began helping others with the process, including my wonderful autistic son, who has now started to really not allow other words and other people to really impact his daily moving. He is so in joy. He's not letting anybody come steal his joy or his thunder because he has now established for himself, hey, I'm a great kid. I'm a great person. I know who I am. I know my strengths. And I am also allowed to have weaknesses. It doesn't mean I have to be perfect. And he always tells me all the time, especially like when I need to get a haircut, he's like, Mom, it doesn't have to be perfect. So, yes, running away from that whole perfection connection and wanting that perfection can definitely improve our how we regard ourselves, and it'll help us to navigate when others are saying things or feeling things or doing things against us that we are not in agreement of. Also means we don't have to sit and take it either. Yeah, you could block the person, you can get rid of the person, you can not be around the other person's energy if they're impacting you in a negative aspect. So that's part of self-respect, is owning your space, owning who you are, owning your energy, so that others don't come and shift it and take it away from where and who you are. So I hope that's my message for today and you received it. I hope you got it right on time. I know someone needed to hear this message. That's why it is here. And that's why it was given to me and why I am showing up. The sun is booming in here today on one side. So I got good lighting on one side because the sun is right over there. I'm letting the sun in. And of course, it allows one side of my face to be bright and the other side may not be so bright. But it's okay because I'm still showing up imperfect. Because I'm not looking for perfection. Because I'm not letting the impact of one external factor impact my message and the momentum and the motivation that I know I'm here to do and to impact you with. So I appreciate you. I'm gonna continue getting these reps in because this is 30 days of movement. At the time of the recording, we are in what day are we in? Gotta be day 8. Day 8, yeah, day 8. So if you're popping in now and you want to commit to 30 days of momentum, then just let me know day 1. Or if you've been doing it with us for a while, then let me know what day you are in. It's all good. Whenever you pop in, it's the right time. Once I keep showing up, I know every time I show up, I'm encouraging one other person to stay in movement. So it's 30 days, autism moves. That's all it is. That is all it is. It's what I've been doing anyway. So now I've just attached it to a challenge, right? A challenge for myself to keep showing up every single day, sometimes a few times a day, and just deliver the message as I receive it for who needs to get it at that time. So I thank you for subscribing. I thank you for being part of the community. I thank you for saying your yes. I thank you for being here. Let's be grateful for all of the blessings that we have. Let's be grateful for those who are in our lives. Let's be grateful for the joy that is here and all the positivity. For all those who have a day ahead of them, I pray that you have an amazing day. God continues to bless you, grant your heart desire, and provide for you in how you needed to be provided for. I tell you, as I'm moving, I am getting this workout in today. I added some weights to this concept. This is going to be my first time talking and waiting, because I usually do this in between sets when you guys are not here. But why not? So you can see that I am actually moving. I am actually getting work done out here. Whew, in intervals and talking at the same time, motivating at the same time. It's all good. It's all part of how it goes, and it's all part of the reality of it. That's why I said this is human intelligence, real deal that's happening. As you pop in real, I show up real also. All right. Hope you were inspired for today. Hope you got that morning message or that evening message or that momentum that helps you to just feel a little good about yourself, a little bit more gooder. A little better about yourself just for the moment. Even if it passes through the moment, it continues until the rest of the day or tomorrow. That means impact has been made. I appreciate you. I love you. And I will see you on the other side. Meaning either later, if I do another one for the day, or tomorrow for the next day of Autism Moves. All right?